We are receiving as guests in this edition of Talking Point Bobe Yerima Afo-akom. He is one of the renowned Cameroonian musicians and notable at the Com Palace in the northwest region of the country. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Now, these problems plaguing the Cameroon music industry have been pulling on for so many years now. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I will start by saying that there was a time one top-ranking personalities in Cameroon here told me that before they never knew that there was money in music, and the way our problems have been so exposed, people now who are not artists want to chop the money before the artist chops. What do? They manipulate. They use the money to manipulate some of us, and so that we can never be united. They use the money, they use us to divide us and rule, and that is what has been caused. Now I will be talking today as a capacity of somebody who has gone through 4 corporations. After the departure of SACEM in Cameroon, which is one of the international corporate corporations, SOCADRA was created by the government. That was when some of us find ourselves into SOCADRA. After SOCADRA, there were problems that we had to dissolve SOCADRA and create Sosinada. Some of us contributed money to create that corporation, Sosinada, and Sosinada has been doing well. So you see, after some time, some people came in and caused confusion because of power, because they wanted to go up there and be chopping money. And Sosinada was dissolved. Sosinada was dissolved on a single day. And from there, we created CMC, from there, SOCAM, and today, we artists, musicians do not have a problem. We have people who are the background, who are creating confusion. I will even go as far to say, those who are owing us arrears that are ready to pay in case of any copyright corporation that is put in place, they have to pay that money. So they are taking some of the money and manipulating some of us so that to do things in the way that cause confusion that things should not work.
Now, despite the movement from one copyright corporation to the other, artists have continued to cry over the years. Why?
Yeah, where
is the problem?
The problem, as I was telling you, is not we the artists, that people, some of us, with the complicity of some of us, have been doing everything, especially this power hunger. People who are there fighting to go, instead of creating a corporation that will work for a general interest, they are fighting for their stomach. And bet me, there was a time we went for elections, and immediately after elections, if you do not vote for this man, they will say, okay, you made. And copyright corporation, the sharing of copyright corporation in Cameroon has never been according to the law, by sentiment. You look at this man, this one, okay, this one was my friend. That is not how it works. And people who have been heading us in the past, they have been able to encourage laziness. People who are not working, they are chopping. People who are working, they are not benefiting from the act. So we, at one time, as the problems have been going on and going on and going on, the government now decides to put an end because we have been crying for salvation.
And the President of the Republic instructed the Prime Ministry, and the Secretary General of the Prime Ministry sent a letter to the Ministry of Culture asking that the 2 copyright corporations, SOCAM and CMC, be brought together. But there seem to be other artists who are against this fusion, and there are some who are indicating, like we saw in the images of the protests, that there are plans by the Ministry of Culture to create another copyright corporation instead of obeying the instructions of the presidency.
I am not informed of any instruction given by the President of the Republic. I am informed of instructions given by the Prime Minister to the Minister of Culture to create a platform, a platform that will lead, so that the platform will come up with the ideas that we should put a new corporation in place, so that this platform now will take artists to an assembly. That is what I am aware of. This platform will take...
The letter from the Secretary General of the Prime Ministry to the Minister of Culture indicates that on the high instructions of the head of state, the 2 corporations should be brought together.
I don't want to believe that the Minister of Culture, who is a professor and who is a legal somebody, will take the risk to send out a press release that was saying that it was validated by the Prime Minister of the Republic for a new corporation to be born. I don't want to believe that he can take that risk.
The fusion.
No, I don't want.
Are you for or against the fusion of the two copyright corporations?
No. I cannot say. What I know is that I don't always like to talk about somebody who is dead and waiting for burial. We know, some of us know, that at one time we came up to dissolve a CMC, the same as artists took as themselves to dissolve Sosinada. Then, now, these two corporations with problems, how can you take two houses with problems and bring them together? Tomorrow the problems will be more than what, that is my own belief. Tomorrow the problems will be more than. Bringing those things together, who are those? Who are the members of CMC and members of SOCAM? We are the members. We are the members. Logically, when you move, take note, when you move from one corporation to another, it is the same group of artists that live from one corporation to another. You cannot live from here, go to here, and then something remains behind. Who has remained behind? Because what we usually call repertoire, that's our works of art. They live from Sogadra to Sosinada, from the same fire going ahead. So that is what, so all of us belongs to those corporations. And some at one time we believe that since there are two houses with problems, let us come up with something new. But along the way, the government decided to come in and say he was going to look for a solution. I want to believe that that solution has come, because today there was this
and that solution seemed to be centered on the fusion between the fusion of the CMC and SOCAM.
No, I don't want to believe that, because today we have seen a meeting in the conference room of the Minister of Culture, and I am told that this afternoon that some of our colleagues went to the Prime Minister's office and they were sent to the Minister of Culture, that is the Minister of Culture who is the Oga Kwata Kwata. He is the person that is going to take care of your problems. That's what I'm saying. We have seen them in a meeting in the Minister of Culture. And what has the Minister said? I'm telling you what the Minister has said, that there is no question of bringing in two companies, two dead people together, that we are going to create a new corporation. We are going to create a new corporation, because that letter, the communique is there, validated by the Prime Minister. So I don't know how the Prime Minister can validate a press release for the Minister of Culture for works to be going on, and at the same time giving the go ahead to people to be for SOCAM and CMC to go ahead. There must be something wrong somewhere.
But bringing together, so according to you, bringing together CMC and SOCAM is not going to solve any problem.
Is it the name or people?
Of course, the name and the people. Is it going to solve any problem?
That is why I'm saying that
bringing together the two defunct copyright
at one time, since artists have been crying for salvation, they needed a corporation to be put in place. Whosoever, whether it's Mami, whatever, let's just put a corporation in place, because people are owing us monies and that money has to come. So now that's why you find people moving from here to there. We have artists where we were in the platform in the Ministry of Culture together under the instructions of the Prime Minister. I say and I repeat that the Minister of Culture should create a platform. So we have today, we have the same artists going the other way to sign a vision.
And many of them were present during the signing of that agreement to bring together the two.
When you say many of them, what do you mean by many of them? I don't understand. After all, I don't know.
When
you say many of them, Bendika,
Sanfant Thomas, you know the rest.
No. What I am saying is that we have been manipulated. What, to the best of my knowledge, we have been manipulated by people who are not artists to be causing confusion. If people went under the instructions of the President of the Republic, take Take note, when you say the President of the Republic have instructed, it is not something to be joking with it. But where is it jokes around the whole thing? Why are people joking?
All right.
The President of the Republic cannot give such instruction. The Prime Minister will come and give the contrary.
All right. What should be done?
What should be done is that, according to information that I'm getting from Yaoundé now, is that the Ministry of Culture is now behind a creation of a new company that all of us will belong. If it's not that people are rushing to go there and for power to go and begin to chop money, what is wrong if any other one is being created so that our money should be coming in? So if the Minister of Arts and Culture has decided today, under the instructions validated by the Prime Minister, that there is a new corporation to be created, there's nothing we can do. We just have to...
A new copyright corporation should be created far away from CMC and SOCAM. That's what you're saying. Thanks.
That is just what is happening, not what I am saying. That's what is happening now.
Thanks so much for accepting to be a guest in this edition of the Primetime Newscast on Equinox Television.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we draw the curtain on this edition of the Primetime Newscast. Thanks for staying with us. Goodbye.